Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Dark Souls 3. When last we left off, we did something, I don't remember. It's been a long time for me. So this is another episode where I am doing a voiceover for the episode because whenever I recorded this, it had been such a long time since I had recorded easily a week or week and a half that I forgot to turn on the mic. So I made sure the mic was on. I did do like half of this episode before and realized my mic wasn't plugged in all the way. It like kind of came out. So this is like the third time I'm doing this. So I'm sorry about if this episode might be edited a lot, especially on areas where either not a lot happens or something like that. But I just like about halfway around I looked over at my to see if the cord was plugged in all the way, and I realized it wasn't. And I was like, oh, you're kidding me. But it's whatever. So in this episode, I remember in the last episode we got about halfway through the Grand Archive, so I go ahead and finish it, even though pretty much most of it's over. It's at this point, it's the easy part of the Grand Archives. But I do get a good armor set in this episode. The armor set I'll probably end up using for the whole game. Or for the rest of the game, should I say. But I have done the episode after this. I have recorded that one. So, if I repeat some things that I say in that one, I'm sorry. Only because I have already said it. Or recorded it, should I say. Alright, so what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go ahead and open up another quick shortcut that I forgot to open up whenever I went through this the first time. And we end up getting the Scholar Ring, but because of this shortcut, we can also get that wax stuff on us to help us not get cursed by the books. And there are two thieves that are right up there, as you can see, that fall down, and one of them kicks my ass. They both kind of kick my ass, as you can see. But one of them continuously kicks my ass. Which is one reason why I don't really like these enemies too much. It's not that I don't like them, it's just at this point I was kind of getting, I was kind of annoyed that I didn't get a full, one-hit kill on him. But yeah, so yeah. Oh, as for Star Wars, the whenever that comes out, or with the Old Republic. As for that, I will be coming back to that soon, but not just yet. I'll probably, well, I don't know. It might be sooner than I think. I don't know. I might want to at least get through the first DLC first. And if you hear anything, I'm sorry about that. For my university, I'm sorry if it like kind of skips. It wasn't doing that before. I don't know what it's doing now. Maybe it's doing it more frequently too. But if you hear anything, I'm sorry about that. It's just that for my university, tomorrow's the last day for finals. A lot of people are done today. I unfortunately have to stay till tomorrow because I have one more stupid thing for my English class that I gotta do. It's not even a real test. It's just participation points, pretty much. But if we don't come, it's gonna affect our final grade, so I'm gonna cut. I guess I'm going. But yeah. So, but yeah, if you hear anything, it's because people are packing up and leaving. Also, across the street from my dorm, they are doing construction on an older building. They're gonna make a cafeteria for this side of campus. So yeah, if you hear any like trucks beeping, that's what that is. If you hear anything fall or any hammering, it's because people are delopting their beds and packing them up. Which, trust me, I'm ready for this. This semester's been hell. I hated this semester. It was easily my least favorite semester since I've been in college. But enough about me bitching about my college life. Let's get back to wherever. So, as you saw, I was kind of looking up there on the roof above this area. And there's like two or three gargoyles that will attack you if you head up there. So if you head up there, be warned. Obviously, it's doable. But I don't do it in this episode because there's not really any reason to do it. You do kind of get a shortcut. Not really even that much of a shortcut, but a little something, kind of a shortcut to the wherever the Bone Shard. And if you want, you can go for those Titanite lizards, or crystal lizards, whatever they're called. But you know, those at least one will attack you there. But then I know if you continue going, at least one or two more come by to attack you. And one more of these Lothric Knights, as you can see. And he almost kills me, like, right away. Alright. Yeah, I don't know why it's lagging a little. Not really lag, it's like stuttering in some areas. I'm not too sure why. Because I wasn't doing that the last time because I got to about 20-something minutes, 28 minutes. It was like right before the boss was whenever I realized that my mic was unplugged, so I don't know why it wasn't doing that before, but as you can see, the Lothric Knight stood no chance. And there are a couple more, not Grey Rats, but thieves that are coming by. You know, easy, almost one-hit kills. Almost. Super annoying that they're not, but... And then over here is where the, what do you call it? The Bone Shard will be. And there's also a ladder for down there. And I didn't see the enemy that was right there. And as you could, if he puts that wax on you, you'll end up going slower than you should. So yeah, just be careful about that. But that was also the Bone Shard that I got. And what I'm going to do now is run to the next shortcut that leads straight to the bonfire. But to do that, we have to run past 3 NPCs. They're not hard, but they are a little challenging. But one of them is also wearing the Faram armor that I end up getting. It was the one that buffed and had the axe. But what I do first, since I do have 56,000 souls, I go back and I level up. So what I might do is I'm actually gonna cut until I get back. So I'll be right back. Oh, and I'm also... Okay, no, I'm just gonna go level up, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. So what I did was I ended up leveling my strength up to 34, or 34, 35. And then what I end up also doing is I pop a couple of souls, and I go ahead and also level up my attunement to 20. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is go ahead and fight these 3 NPCs. I start off with the Witch usually, which is usually the easiest to kill. I was hoping to get the backstab, but I end up killing her like right away, which is good. And I think I know I killed the one in the Faram armor second, and I think I kill him relatively quickly. Yeah, instantly. This guy puts up more of a fight. And they do that bullshit where I don't... where it doesn't register that I backstabbed him. And I do backstab him here, almost kill him. But he sidesteps at the last second, and I miss my chance to kill him when he heals. There it goes, lagging again for some reason. The tracking is really good on this guy. He knew exactly where I was going to go. Now I was thinking I could like roll under him whenever he did that, but obviously it doesn't work. It's lagging a lot in this fight for some reason. Alright, but I killed them all, and it was a good time. So it's just another soul and the sage staff, his katanas, and the shield the other guy had. So what I do right now is I, for some reason, pull this up. I don't know why. But what I do is I do end up what am I doing now? I don't know. I don't know what I was doing there. But what I'm going to do now is get the last Estus Shard, yeah, the Estus Shard. As you can see, I didn't add the whatever it is. So, what I'm going to do now is head over here, no, not there, this one, and get the last shard, so that we can bring it up to 15. Alright, and then what I do is head up here so I can get the Hunter's Ring, which I think helps with Dex, but I can't remember, because I know the Knight is Strength. This one might be Dex, but I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Alright, so now what I do is I head over here. Also, before I forget, there are 3 Golden Knights. You're going to hear them here in a second. Yeah, and I think one of them might be chasing me. I'm not sure. I check up here in a minute to see if I am, or if he was. And it doesn't look like it. Or at least I can't see him. But yeah, so this, I think you get a miracle if you come down here. You don't have to do this. I thought I'd just show you guys. And you can also get a couple of other items, which I will show here in a minute. But it's the Divine Pillars of Light's miracle, if I remember. I assume it's a miracle. Maybe it's a sorcery. I don't know what I was doing here, because I'm just looking around for some reason. And I will be cutting something else out here in a second, because I fuck up and end up falling by mistake. And there's an enemy right around there. One of those ugly worm looking guys. And this is where I die. So I'm gonna edit this part out, and I will be back here in a minute. Alright, I'm back, and yeah, so the item was right, or the souls are right here, shit. Sorry about that. If you saw the media player that I'm using, which is just whatever Windows 10 gives us. But yeah, so yeah, and I go ahead and get that item. I still forgot to look at what it was, but it's nothing like super important. And I do hate these jumps where you have to line up the thin ass pillar, and I still almost fall, as you can see. I hate those guys. They're just ugly as hell. But if you head over here, there will be 2 chests. Neither of them are mimics, as you will be able to tell here because of the coiled chain is still kind of circular. But there are 2 or 3 Titanite Twinkling Titanite shards if you need them, and a hidden blessing if you want that. And then I see if there's any other shortcut, and I don't see any, so I just use the coiled sword fragment to head back to the shrine, so I can go ahead and put on the, or to buy the armor, and to also put on the Estus shard and burn the, or to reinforce the Estus and to burn the bone shard. In a minute, I know I'm gonna start. I'm gonna have to edit something out because I think I start coughing or something, and I'm just standing there for a minute or two, and it happens like twice in this episode. So sorry about that. Right now, I'm doing the math to see if I have enough, which I obviously do. I was thinking it was a lot more expensive, but I go ahead and put on the armor here in a second. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here, so I'm just gonna cut it in a... Yeah, I'll cut it here in a second. Alright, I'm back. So, in that kind of cut, I did switch my pants, only because it was slightly more... They were slightly better, and they weighed the same. But I went ahead and equipped... just now, I went ahead and equipped the... reinforced the Estus shard with the Estus flasks to bring up to a grand total of 15. And I burned the bone shard to make it a plus 10, which is always good. And the people above me are hammering, so I'm sorry about that. Like I said, there's nothing I can do about it. I just have to deal with it, because they've been doing it all night for some fucking reason. It's not even night right now, but they had... Last night they were up to 3 in the morning hammering something. I don't know what the hell they were doing. Or they, they could have been, doing something else. It is college after all, but it didn't quite sound like that. And before we get to the boss, we have to go across this bridge, which are full of enemies. And that guy was just kind of standing there like an idiot. Alright, now that I have killed all the ones that... I think about killing these guys, and then I see that guy, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going to deal with that. Because there's 3 more of them. Alright. So yeah, so this is another shortcut that leads to... Oh, one of them died. I always forget about that. I don't know how they died or who it was, but they died, and I am forever grateful for that. But, this leads to the, what is it, the Dragon Armor boss fight, or close to that arena. But before we do that, I am going to show you a real quick item that you can get. That item is if you take the secret elevator all the way down, just to get this item. That item is a Titanite slab. Alright, so now that we got that out of the way, now this was where I noticed that my mic wasn't hooked up, so I just checked to make sure it was again. Alright, so I don't know what I'm doing there. I think I just looked to make sure I got any items. They are so loud. What in the fuck are they doing up there? It's like this every day. It's not like this is like once in a while. It's just every day. But yeah, I do kind of wish that this boss or this bonfire was on the other side of the arena. Only because of this the run to the bonfire or to the boss. But I go ahead and level up one more time just so I go in with as little souls that I can, because I don't like this boss fight. This is one of my least favorite boss fights in the game.
Very well.
If not my least favorite. I haven't beat all the bosses in the second DLC. I played a little. I got to the first boss and stopped on my other character, but that's besides the point.
Farewell, Ashami.
I'm not gonna play anymore until I do it on camera. But so yeah, so this is the boss fight that I really hate, being Lothric. Easily, it's definitely the boss I have the hardest time with, only because this boss fight is so annoying. It really is one of my least favorite boss fights in the game. Because he does his instant transmission, and then he'll also do like a special beam cannon kind of thing with his sword. You'll see what I mean here in a minute, once we get to it. But yeah, this is this boss, or this first attempt on the boss, I actually do really well on, and up until the end, and I forgot how I died. But I have a lot of trouble with this boss. This is one of those bosses I'm gonna end up either doing really well on, or not so well on, or not necessarily not so well. It's just gonna take me a while, because I know here in a second. Excuse me. I know here in a second I look to see how many, where I go ahead and ember up. I think I have 20 at this point, if I remember correctly. And I go down to like 13 or 12 or 13. I think it's 13. But yeah, you have to make you want to make sure that those Lothric Knights leave before you run up here, because you don't really want them on your ass. Okay, so yeah, I have 20. Yep, they're hammering something. It sounds like they're delofting their bed. So, sorry if you hear that. In editing, I'll try to edit that out.
Another dogged contender. Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders. Mind you, The mantle of Lord interests me none. The fire-linking curse, the legacy of lords, let it all fade into nothing. You've done quite enough. Now have your rest.
Alright. So, here he goes. I get hit instantly. But like I said, I actually do pretty good on this first part of the fight. And I do pretty good damage. I do 319. You know. And that's the special beam cannon that I was talking about. I don't know really what it's called. It's like a Dragon Ball. As you can see, I mean, it looks like I'm gonna probably beat him probably in this first fight. Especially not this first part of the boss fight. But this boss fight has one of my favorite gimmicks, and that is, you will notice it about halfway through the boss fight. Notice how I defeated his health bar, right? Well, he's about to get that plus some more.
Oh, dear brother, I'm on my way. My brother, unyielding sword of Lothric's prince. Rise if you would, for that is our curse.
So yeah, now he has two health bars. You have to fight both of them. Yeah, I think I get my ass kicked like this in the second part. The lag is really bad. It's like not even like in the game. It's just the recording thing. I think I just get greedy in this part. It's the only thing I can... Oh, I remember what it was. That somehow killed me. Yeah, he like... I don't know how he killed me, but he ended up somehow killing me. It's annoying. But, I think I end up editing this out. Or, you know, pausing the recording and turning it back up. If not, I'll do that next... Okay, I do. Okay then. But yeah, okay, so here's this boss. And this one I don't do too well on. I'll probably get to the second phase, but that's not really. Oh, it doesn't do that. I don't know what it is. Just do the lag, but it's not even lag, it just like drops in frames for like for a frame, that's about it. And it's kind of noticeable because of how I could have easily killed him there, but I didn't have any say. It did it again right there, and I was super annoyed. But here's, I think my third attempt. I don't think this is the one where I kill him. I don't think I should have. Excuse me. But yeah, like I got out of it that time. So I don't know what it was. But I don't think I do too good on this one either, so... There was one time, I think in one of these fights, that I died almost instantly. Like, he teleported and then I think he did the special thing and then he did that like immediately after, before I could recover, and then I like with him the first like 5 seconds of the fight. Yeah, and there I go again, like I died. And then I go ahead and, you know, edit to the where I did kill him. So yeah, that was that fight. My least favorite, but it is what it is. It's not the best fight, but like I said, I think it's the worst fight, in my opinion. I just have like the hardest time with this boss fight. Alright, and I get my 0 souls for some reason. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and level up, and then I'm gonna end the episode. Forget what I level up. I think it's probably just... might be health and endurance, if I remember correctly. Because I know at this point I'm starting to think like I need to level up health because of where I'm going next. So, yeah. But yeah, that was the Lothric fight, my least favorite. It took me about 7 tries to kill him. He's one of those boss fights where I'm either going to kill him my first try or I'm going to be, you know, at it for a while. Because on my other character, I think I killed him on my 3rd try. 2nd or 3rd. Because like I said, he's a little bit further than me, but not by a lot. I don't know what I'm doing right now. If I had to guess, it would probably be... I might be coughing. This might have been it. So, I'll be right back. Oh, no, never mind. No? Okay.
Welcome.
Kind of a weird bit. I think I did, like, that might have been whenever I, like, almost... where I hurt my arm, because what happened was, like, my headphones was falling out, and I, like, tried to twist my arm around, and, like, it hurt really bad. But, other than that, thanks. If you liked what you saw, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.